Hi everyone, Kelt here. I would have much preferred to be making a slideshow of the Queen's life, which I am actually doing, but with all this going on with the HARKLES, I thought I should put out a short video, at least giving my thoughts on what I believe went on behind the scenes recently. The mainstream media are putting out that Meghan was not wearing a mic under her dress, but they've not come up with a likely alternative. The fact that they've had mics removed from them, hidden mics, years previously when they were at the UN building in New York, and then I heard that she had been mic'd and they were kicked out because of it. It was also confirmed that they were mic'd up when they were at the memorial service in St Paul's Cathedral. This makes it all the more likely to be a hidden microphone. But if she wants to put it out there that it's a crease in the dress, which actually stays square-shaped and never moves, then that's fine. We'll go with that then. I've heard it from a few sources that Meghan was smelling very strongly of alcohol during the Windsor Walkabout. I'm sure those that hugged her must have noticed it. And I've also been told that the strange look on people's faces were because she was smelling strongly of alcohol. And it was very obvious to William and Catherine. I was told that not just the 2-hour argument between Harry and Meghan was going on before they left, but that Harry was told to sober her up, and the 45-minute delay where they were supposed to be negotiating with Prince William and Catherine before the actual walk, this actually held the walk up. They were all trying to sober her up, allegedly. So, my gosh, no wonder Catherine walked straight away from her as soon as they got there. And I must admit, she did look a little unsteady, more unsteady than usual. And it was also pointed out about the white mark or stain on the shoulder of her dress. Whether it was her breakfast or a sprinkling of white talcum powder, whatever it was not a good look. A few things that I've had explained to me today was the fact that it seemed that Meghan wrote Harry's tribute because of the spelling of Granny, and the way that Prince Philip was referred to as the Queen's husband instead of my grandfather, which is what Harry would say. It's being said that that was a snub from the wife, because Prince Philip had previously told Harry that you don't marry actresses. So yes, I think we can agree that that tribute was most likely written by Meghan. One thing I've noticed about the short video clip where they're waving to the crowds, it really looks as though Meghan was actually walking towards Prince William. She took a step in his direction and put her arms out as if she was going to give him a hug, or as if she was expecting a hug. And it was Catherine who took a step forward immediately, staring at her, which threw her off. And then William started waving to the crowds very quickly, and this was a smart move from the new Prince and Princess of Wales. It's also been suggested that Prince William did a very smart move by possibly putting out false information about the Queen's coffin travelling to London. It was supposed to be by plane, but it's been rumoured that false information was put out there about it coming by train to see who would take the information and run with it, and sure enough, Mr. Scobie got it wrong very publicly. So was that Meghan leaking it to Omid? Your guess is as good as mine. The difference between Meghan's put-on face of mourning and the genuine faces of mourning from the family was so blatantly contrasting. I've also heard that there were more than just that one woman who ignored her. There were many who turned their faces away and put their sunglasses on and turned away from Meghan, didn't shake her hands or even look in her direction. Meghan had organised Netflix and the media to be there, and it all backfired on her. But she was still acting away. Prince William had no alternative but to invite them. It was the lesser of two evils, and it was a good chess move. Now they cannot say that they were not invited, and their hands were tied. They had to follow the rules, although Meghan tried not to follow the rules and tried to forge ahead of Harry, and he brought her back into line more than once, which is something, I suppose. The way that Catherine got straight out of the car and left Meghan in the dust was absolutely brilliant. She showed from the start that she wasn't going to take any rubbish from her. Another thing, take a look at this picture. This was put out by Mr. Scobie, royal reporter extraordinaire. This is looking into Buckingham Palace. This, I believe, is taken from the inner quadrangle. I've been there and I can tell you that they have guards everywhere, at the bottom of the stairs, at the top of the stairs, and they are there now to protect the king. For all the groans about them being there in this photo, standing behind Charles, take a good look at the original photo here. King Charles has got his hands in a slightly different position there, but he was at the same point on the stairway, and the guards outside the window are in the same position. The guy at the top of the stairs has turned around, but there's no Harry nor Meghan in the original photo, which you can find on the internet. Just do a search. If they were in this photo, then it was very carefully staged, but I don't think they were. Meghan's face looks very, very strange in that photo, and it looks very much photoshopped. The very fact that the original only had King Charles in it, what does that tell you? That was messed around with to try and make them look as if they were right behind him. Why, I wonder? Let me have your thoughts, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.